Hello everybody, welcome back to Let's Play Kaiserreich. As United Kingdom, let us continue on for last left off. So, the game crashed at the end of the last episode, but fortunately, it actually crashed at, I guess, exactly the same time, because they're at war with each other, so things should be pretty much good to go, at least for right now. You'll be ready to attack in 4 days, give or take. Also, turn off Fog of War, please. Thank you very much, because it doesn't look very good. So our manpower is quite low. I understand that, because we are trying to build up a bunch of troops, which should be okay. I mean, how much supplies do we have right now? We're missing about 2,000 mechanized infantry, but we have like 46,000 rifles. So I'm going to cut down on rifles by 5 factories and just double increase of production here in the mechanized. We're now importing too much chromium and not enough rubber, so we'll get that from our allies over here. That seems good to me. So Iran is... I mean, India's pushing Iran pretty easily. They only have 2 divisions, so it shouldn't be that much of a hassle. You guys, Syria looks like they're under control. The government of exile, you have 22 to 31 divisions. So an invasion into you might not even be the worst idea in the world. I mean, you still have a handful of satellite states that you've been able to hold on to, but aside from that, you could be like a nice, juicy target. Because we are going to need at least some sort of staging ground to attack. I mean, Portugal's in our faction. So never mind, we already kind of have a staging ground to attack into South Africa. Because we're going to need to. And we're actually in order to do our empire bonus. And to finish our focus tree. So we got the city. You know what I'm going to do here about Bern? I'm going to purposely abandon a province. Just on the hope that the AI will, no, trucks. Stay here. I understand. You know what? Just delete this entire plan. My goal here is basically just to make them move. Even in multiple combats would be nice. But I think just having them, even have like 1 troop in each province makes my life a lot easier. So you know what, Green, are you ready to go for an invasion? So you can go, see if you can get something good done here. We can see that Belarus has troops through Poland, but they can't do anything because Poland's not at war with me. And Poland's at war with Austria, so that's that. Okay, we got 2 guys, multiple combats. So, yeah, now their defenses are quite low. Actually, have I just blown up a... I also have blown up, like, 3 levels of the fort. So that does make my life a lot easier, too. Yeah, strategically bombing forts. It works. So, Switzerland. France, you're going to have a nice little chunk right here. And I'm going to take the rest. I can't take the rest. End turn a bunch of times. And then I am eventually, as soon as I get the thing, liberate an independent Switzerland. Nice little Swiss Republic. So, our armies over here. Blue, you're going to have a front line now. Not the entirety of the border with the United States, because that is a bit much. But the border on New England, I think, needs some support. And you guys will actually also be able to put some troops onto this front line as well. I'm assuming that we should be mostly okay to sail across this ocean. Yeah, there's like nobody over here, so those should all be safe maneuvers. Hopefully these Marines also don't all die. That would be a shame. We'll see if we could capture any of these other ports. Would be good for us. Okay, Riga's at 75. Green, can I have you force attack? No, you're apparently wounded. Which is bad. India's getting involved right now. Oh, we can take Reval. How long do you actually get there? It's going to take you 5 days. Because you do not have supplies. I mean, we can. Do we have transport planes? Like, I actually have no idea if we do or not. Do I even have them researched? I don't think I even have them researched, which does make my life harder. But again, if we can just take over Naval in 5 frickin' days. Then things do become simpler. 2 days, 18 hours. A handful of Marines are going to have to die, but that's just, you know, that's what happens. You know, people die. Not much you can do about that. Let's get better close air support. We can upgrade our tactical bombers to be a little bit better. And in 2 days, 1 day, 1 hour, you know, I just want these battles to continue on. I don't care about anything else, really. As long as Revolve falls. There we go. So now, you guys, delete this plan, delete this plan. You're going to immediately frontline there. Yeah, unfortunately, you're all dead. There's not much I can do about that for you. I can't save your lives, but, you know, it's a noble sacrifice. I mean, attacking the entire coastline has worked out so far most of the time. It just happened not to this one particular time. Let's get the South African Dominion. I think most of our focus trees should be done pretty quickly. Yep, so you're gonna die. A sad time for you. All of you are on this front. And purple. You're gonna front line your way down to Riga. You are absolutely going to die. These 2 troops are absolutely going to die, but you know, it's a small price to pay for reinforcements to arrive. Brown as well can come up to here. All of you deploy and not be on this front line. And that looks like it's working out pretty well so far. Blue, your objective is going to be to push your way to Pittsburgh and into Philadelphia. You guys, are going to change into a red because you know, these colors are a little bit too similar. You're going to push your way down into Michigan. And that should be pretty simple. The Canadians have most of this border defended. And orange, your job is going to be to push your way to Belarus. I mean, basically all your jobs all the time, but you know, it's gonna be like extra this time. Send them infantry divisions over here. You guys can march down to here. It looks like the Baltic Duchy is kind of retreating, and I don't know exactly why, but you know, you do you. And you know, things are looking pretty okay. The Entente got a pretty solid control over here. Poland is probably gonna die. Well, you know, what can he do? What can he do? But 62 here. Give me all the support equipment you can. Thank you very much. I mean, can the Marines do anything else right here? Answer is, like, not really. I mean, we lost, like, all of our Marines, so what can we do? We can train more. We probably do want to do, because the Marines have proved to be useful. You guys deploy here. You guys deploy here. You guys, what's your issue right now? You are missing 10 support equipment. Support equipment is a very limiting factor right now. There we go. So that should be fine. We are going to need some more aluminum. We can probably get that from a satellite state of ours. We actually probably got a lot of supplies from our satellite states. Maybe. Actually, we're not even importing that much stuff. All things considered. So thank you, Germany, for your support here in this war. You know, it's been working out quite nicely for us, I would say. So the Marine divisions, your job here is done. You're just going to garrison London for now. Until I can figure out what else to do with you. Probably invade, like, South Africa at some point. I think that does make the most amount of sense. Are you going to declare war on me? You're going to get a bonus of nuclear technology? Sure, why not? Controls Brandenburg. Reclaim the birthright, but that, again, Communist France doesn't exist. Old enemies, new allies, our Dominion. I mean, they can attack France, which is just a bit dangerous for us. How many troops does Morocco have? 19 divisions? I think a naval invasion actually of Morocco is maybe what's in order here. There we go. Let's do something like that. I think that makes a decent amount of sense. Orange, you can also just attack. And, you know, just basically make these guys fall dominoes one at a time. Shouldn't be too hard. Like, it would be nice to have Lithuania under our control, but I don't think that's going to happen. Research slot available. Let's go for... Again, it's 1941. You know, let's get the 1942 research tech. I think that should be fine for us. It looks like, I mean, I'm surprised Iran is holding on so strong. I'm guessing it's because of these Russian and White Ruthenia. A lot of people are trying to support them, which is annoying. Siam's claimed a lot of territory. The Qing, I think, are slowly pushing their way into the Fenian government. And still, the CSA is not being the Pacific states. They will soon, maybe. Where's this one defense? Okay. Are you guys not very aggressive right now? No. I feel like you could be. I mean, your guys' job really is just to take Riga. I don't think anything else actually matters. Dorpat, maybe. But, like, this guy doesn't matter at all. Okay, what's the problem here? Shore bombardment. Why is your defense so high? Experience. Air support. Okay, I mean, those are all understandable reasons to have some confidence here. All of these planes, well, not all of them, but you guys are going to support red. You guys will support nobody. You'll still be doing bombings. Who are you? You're strategic bombers. Okay, so you're going to fly over here in Germany and then go over to the Baltic and just bomb some, just bomb them. I think that just makes sense. We should be able to take over Dorpat, which will be... I'm just going to ignore the Crawling Prosperity Sphere because they don't really matter to me at all right now. Iran's taking a bit of damage. The Commies taking a little bit of damage. Argentina basically have no troops, but that's not surprising. Brazil's got a decent amount. 35,000 dead already. Oil. What are we missing? We're seeing chromium. Do we have a satellite state that has chromium? The answer is no, so we'll just trade with Russia. That's fine. Central Asia direction. You know what? That's fine. Taking Central Asia means that you're not going to be dealing with me. Or that I'm not going to be dealing with you, I guess I should say. Your supplies are quite low. That's not great. Baltic Dutch, I think that really is like the only major city you still have, so pushing here makes sense. Attack you, so we're not getting multiple combat penalties. Because I would like to take the city. You know, the Entente have landed some forces in Brazil. And our forces have arrived. Like, if a war with the CSA broke out right now... I mean, 30 days. How many troops do you have? You have a shit ton. But I'm thinking... If we declare war on the CSA now... Would that be better, or would it be... Because right now, they have a ton of militias. Right? They have, like, so many militia troops right now. Or at least I imagine that they do. And because they only have like 3,000 manpower, you know what? I think we're just going to attack them right now. I think declaring war on the CSA now is better than waiting for them to declare war on us. I'd rather be the aggressor than being the aggressee, to put it simply. Like, I don't even want to be at war with Japan. I only said yes because of nonsense with Ireland. Like, we wouldn't even be at war with Japan if it wasn't for getting Ireland on our side. You know, I probably should have actually attacked Ireland and just been at war with Germany. That probably would have actually worked a lot easier. Third Boer War. No reason to do that until we actually have troops on the border of South Africa. Yes, we're going to fate all the Baltic duchies, liberate Baltic Federation. Two countries. You know what? One country is probably better than two. At least for what we're trying to do right now. There we go. We got a nice democratic Baltic duchy. White Ruthenia. Decisions available. War propaganda against Empire Brazil. We're at 100% war support, so it doesn't matter. Oh, you just declared war on him. I mean, that's fine. As long, again, Russia, they are market liberal. So that means, you know, we do share an ideology, but there's still the case where I feel like no troops in Casablanca. What's your issue? The Bay of Biscay. Who was on this order? You guys dock. We don't need you doing anything right now. Same with these guys. You also dock. I don't know what you're doing right now, but you don't need to be doing it. So you guys, your plan is going to be push your way here, because we're going to have to deal with Ukraine as well. Not that I think it's going to be like a huge issue. I mean, you're at war with all our allies as well. Or all our enemies, I guess I should say. That makes more sense. But because Russia's at war, that does mean that all their volunteers have basically disappeared. So India should have basically no trouble dealing with Iran, but who the hell knows if that's going to be the case or not? I mean, it's like, it should seem like they shouldn't have an issue, but they probably still will. Like, Casablanca has no troops in it right now. I don't know how long it's going to take for you to get there. It's going to take you 10 days. But Morocco has somehow been kicking France's ass, which is insane to me. Like, I don't know how they've been doing that. How many boats do you have, CSA? You have 11 ships. Not even, like, who cares? There's a blip on the radar for things that matter. So, fighting government, Japan is still like 1 million manpower, which is insane. The Qing has 11 million manpower right now, and the AOG has 3 million. So I'm really glad we're not at war with them anymore. But we're also in like a strange situation. Well, why does the AOG exist if Germany doesn't exist? Like, who's funding them? Nobody. Yeah, and you're still doing some nonsense. You're sending volunteers to a bunch of people, which makes sense. Okay, see if we can get the tanks involved. Because the tank should have better breakthrough. Okay, so they are all 94. I mean, they should still break. White Ruthenia has about 15 divisions, and we're attacking them with about 40. They're still in a situation where we do have just more men. Again, a lot of militia troops, a lot of troops that are not actually very good. And it looks like our guys are about to be able to land very soon. There's nobody even in these cities, which does make my life easier. I'm just hoping that France will actually land troops over here to actually assist. Because 3 Marines are not going to be able to survive this on their own. Like, that already takes Morocco down to 65%. And if they just send any troops to Casablanca, then that's really good. 51% right now. Are you Marrakesh or are you Marrakesh? No, you're Marrakesh. We're going to try to send some troops over there, see if we can get something to work. Sure, I'll take your support equipment. Who cares? It's like it doesn't really do much for us. Yeah, so we're 81%. Russia, deal with the Don Cuban Union. Like, nobody else matters. They're there 3 days. I'm sure Morocco is trying to send troops over here to kind of deal with my situation I've caused them. Marrakesh, will that be enough to get them to capitulate, like, right away? I don't think so. The answer to that question is absolutely not, so we're going to fall back a little bit. And France. I'm giving you, like, a lot of support. Flanders, for some reason, supporting. Now, Flanders. Why? Like, I don't care what you guys do anymore, you know? Germany's dead. The Reichsbank's dead. You can do whatever you want. Like, it doesn't matter to me. But I think this is going to be a good time to end this episode. Stay ready for watching my Anthem. If you've enjoyed, run a thumbs up. Not enjoyed, throw a thumb down. Want to subscribe, and goodbye.